Right, next up we have to talk about STEM ambassadors and the STEM ambassador program. First one we've got Elizabeth Crilly, and then we've got David Wales, and I'll just hand over straight to them.
Okay, thanks. Is that okay? Everybody hear that? Okay. Okay, so I'm Elizabeth Crilly from STEM Team East, and we are part of a national network. I'm sure hopefully most of you have heard of STEMnet, which is the national organisation for the promotion of science, technology, engineering and mathematics. And I'm here to talk about the STEM Ambassador Programme, which is managed nationally by STEMnet and funded by the Department of Education and BIS. And the reason we're talking about the STEM Ambassador Programme is just to follow on from what Clive was saying. Obviously you've got what the Raspberry Foundation are going to do, and increasingly more and more resources coming out, more and more training for teachers, and more projects that you could take up in schools. But one way of enabling and support for that is to actually have a STEM ambassador come into the classroom and help you. So that's basically what this is about. So the STEM Ambassador Programme was set up in 2002 by Lord Sainsbury in recognition that there were fewer young people choosing to study the STEM subjects and really considering that they could follow STEM career pathways, and particularly the big problem in computer science and electronics, even though they all use these. And obviously there is within the UK PLC we don't have a potential skills gap. We do have a skills gap in that employers face problems finding the staff they want. So the government STEM agenda aims to ensure that the needs of employers are met, and that the STEM curriculum is sufficiently challenging for the top 25%, and that STEM literacy is improved for the population at large. And it also aims to enable enrichment and enhancement activities as part of STEM education. And so the STEM Ambassador Programme is key to that. So all those things that Clive was saying, we need to help teachers with. This is a bridge between the CPD and a bridge between all the activities that you could have, and helping teachers do that. So as I said, we manage this. This is a national scheme, and we manage it for Cambridgeshire and Bedfordshire, but obviously everything I say gets replicated throughout the county, but I'm obviously going to tell you the Cambridge and Bedfordshire story. So all the contract holders, all the STEMnet contract holders around the UK work with various organisations in STEM, and recruit from all the sort of STEM-based industries to build up a body of volunteers who are the STEM ambassadors, so scientists, technologists, engineers and mathematicians. And here we've got over 800, but collectively throughout the whole of the UK there are 29,000. And who would be a STEM ambassador? Well, it's anyone who has skills or interest in STEM, who's enthusiastic about STEM, or has qualifications at any level, or a career pathway in STEM. And it only has to be one of those three, or all three of those. We do have some STEM ambassadors who don't have a qualification in STEM, but they work in STEM, or their hobby is in STEM, and they are also excellent ambassadors. If anybody here wants to be a STEM ambassador, then you go to the STEMnet website and you sign up, and that will take you through the appropriate steps. So what have we got next? So what the STEM ambassadors do, so they want to support enrichment, sorry I can't see it here, enrichment and enhancement of the teaching of STEM, and so they can do it through science clubs, technology clubs, engineering clubs and mathematics clubs, and we just collectively call those STEM clubs. They can come and visit your school and give talks and demos. They can attend your STEM fairs. They can maybe arrange a visit to their company or student placements for you. They support events such like this, so we've got STEM ambassadors here today. STEM fairs, science festivals, masterclasses, tutoring and mentoring, and obviously helping teachers with CPD as well. So if we look a bit more of what's happening in Cambridge and Bedfordshire, just as an example, as I say, of what is happening throughout the rest of the UK as well, and obviously the examples I'm going to show you are related to computer science and technology, then, as I say, if anybody wants to become an ambassador, they can sign up, and then teachers, of course, can access this ambassador support through the local network, through contacting STEMnet website. So. And so, as well as all those examples of how they can help, in every region there will be events. So here in Cambridge we organise a STEM fair. This year's happening on the 11th and 12th of June, and we organise an engineering festival every 2 years. And there's something equivalent or akin to this in every county. And what I'll say now, so I don't forget to say it later, throughout the slides, do notice we do have girls come to these things, and we do sort of have a real interest in promoting it to girls, and take lots of steps to encourage as many girls who are taking up the sciences and the STEMs subjects. So here's some examples, and you can see Clive in this. So we have the various companies: Cambridge University, the Raspberry Pi Foundation, PIA Consultant, who you saw ran that Raspberry Pi competition, Computing with Schools, and Redgate. These are all companies and organisations who've been helping us run Raspberry Pi workshops. Then this is, so I'm just giving all examples of sort of computer science and technology. So this is Adept Scientific, and they've been helping us run mathematical modelling and computer-aided design modelling for A-level students. We've been working with ARM on their robot challenge, and sort of a line-following robot, and we've got that out to a large number of pupils. We've been working with ST Robotics, and we've developed a robotic challenge for schools, and again through various STEM fair school visits, loaning out the kit, that's getting its way out to a good population of pupils, teaching them some computer science and some practical hands-on electronics as well. We've placed students at Cambridge University, A-level students, through the Nuffield Research Placement, and we've managed to run a few computer science projects that way. We've been working with Marshall's Aerospace, mostly with our very simple wind tunnel, but computer-aided design and modelling there. We run workshops on GeoGebra and on MATLAB with Seaside and the company called MathWorks. And we do some electronics and software engineers from Brightside, Cambridge Ultrasonics, Redgate, Frontier, ARM, Cambridge University and CSR have all been helping us to run workshops like this. This is the electronic pencil, the Drawdio. We've been done quite a bit with robotics, again with our ambassadors from CamJam6, Hill Road, and the IET, at all different levels, that's A-level and right down at sort of year 6 and 7. And then we've also been doing, something Clive mentioned earlier about the hardware, we've been doing projects with the Arduino, which of course the Arduino could just be swapped for a Raspberry Pi, and this is a little animatronics project that we produced with one of our STEM ambassadors, Philip Lowndes, and so the little bird can be programmed to go to sleep, program its heartbeat, and get it to move its head and shake its head, etc. So it's really quite an exciting project. And then we also run CAD/CAM workshops. We've got ambassadors running code clubs, and we've got ambassadors running programming clubs as well. So basically, these people are volunteers, and they want to work and support schools, and so schools just have to ask for them basically, and come along to the events where the ambassadors are basically doing their stuff and sharing their expertise. So if anybody wants to know who their contract holder is in their area, then you can find it on the STEMnet website, or you can ask me before I leave. So of course everything you see outside here today can be supported and enabled in schools through the STEM Ambassador Programme. And so now I'm going to hand over to David, who is our live STEM Ambassador, or one of them who's here, and a few others speaking later as well, to give you an experience of speak about his experience and the merits of being a STEM Ambassador and having a STEM Ambassador